All
we were
right.
I think we should put Buster Keaton on in the background,
We should
but
at least turn
I don't
this
know
off.
what that is. I
you
don't know what
so
Buster
you know
Keaton
like
is.
old Charlie Chaplin when you would imagine a clip and it's like a guy standing in front of the house and then the house falls down but he's standing in the window so it falls right over him.
Yeah.
That's Buster Keaton. That's not Charlie Chaplin.
Okay. He's like
So
a stunt guy.
yeah, he was I guess a physical comedy.
No,
He was a comedian.
Yeah, no, Charlie Chaplin just gets a lot of the credit for Buster Buster Keaton stuff.
Did I get you sick? Did I give you the consumption?
Poor Buster Keaton.
No, I just did a dab.
Who the fuck's that guy?
No, Buster Keaton is the less famous of the two. Very often.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that guy got fucked.
He really did. Yeah, no, he's
I
sick
know.
as fuck. You should look into him.
I know
Give
who
him.
Charlie Chaplin is. I don't know who Buster Keaton is.
He deserves more recognition. Dude, he broke like all his bones, man.
Yeah, so there's a very iconic scene of Buster Keaton where he goes inside of a water silo and then the spigot raises above a train track. So the train passes over, and right as the train passes, the water pours him out of the spigot. So he falls out of a water silo, falls 15 feet onto his neck, breaks his neck, stands up, and runs out of the way before another train comes and hits him.
And like nails the take. It's
in
crazy.
one take, nailed it.
And everybody thinks it's Charlie Chaplin.
And everybody thinks it's Charlie Chaplin.
The man done busted
It
his
just
neck.
goes to show you should just freaking don't work hard. Steal other people's ideas.
You can work so hard and it'll all be for nothing.
Fucking Charlie Chaplin.
But
Goddamn,
another one of
shit.
his very iconic scenes is he's on the front of a train. I don't know why so many of them are involving trains, but
I think he was a
You
masochist.
know, a lot of locomotives all around back then.
he's at the very front of the train on the guard, and there's a bunch of rail posts in the way, like in the middle of the railroad. So he picks up these large 100-pound wooden rail post, and he has to knock each one out of the railway
While riding the front of the
train so that the train does not run into it and it does not splinter and explode, causing a problem. But he's doing this in real life, doing it all in one take somehow. And
Who paid him to do it?
I
Did he
find
make
it so
money off of
crazy that was, I don't know, how we've essentially downgraded from the original movies were the realest that they could be. Like those
technology. It doesn't have to be that real.
No,
We can fake it.
I miss practical effects quite a bit. I know it's more expensive and takes more time, but
Oh, they're beautiful.
movie
though,
studios have money and time, and I like practical effects. And not to be like, all these movies and their goddamn CGI and shit. But I like me some good old natural freaking hoses and tubes and.
So there are a lot of
exploding
movies that
thingies.
look so much better because of practical effects, whether it be like Alien, Mad Max, or even the new Mad Max.
Just
But
Terminator.
I will always argue that CGI Yoda is better than puppet Yoda. I don't think either of you guys are Star Wars fans, are you?
No, I don't.
Not really.
Puppet Yoda looks fine though. I think that's the
I'm
one
a
I
pretty
know.
big
It's
Star
fun.
Wars fan, and it is visually noticeable in the quality of one, what the character can do, and two, like the acting involved.
No, the stop motion animation in Star Wars though was sick as fuck too though.
There was stop motion?
Yeah, with the AT-ATs and whatever in the background.
That's how they did that.
Yeah, it's all practical.
Whoa.
Exactly. But now
It's sick
we
as
can
fuck,
just
dude. It's
animate.
See, that's
cool.
very cool.
It's so cool.
That's very. I just don't think. I was saying that I do think the
I miss
computer
a lot
Yoda
of the
looks
big
better.
puppets that used to be in things like
Jim
like the
Henson,
Dark
is he still
Crystal
alive?
I don't think
or
so, sadly,
Labyrinth.
but I love Jim Henson. The live action Turtles where it's all practical will always be better than the CGI Ninja Turtles.
There used to be
whatever.
professional puppeteers and shit to like control the Chucky dolls and shit and other things like that.
Yeah, they
puppets
got lost
and
to
shit.
robotics. Isn't that kind of what like Five Nights at Freddy's is all about? Like about the satirical approach of how like modern technology takes away from the old.
I don't think so. It eats babies.
Yeah, but they
Pretty
used
sure
to.
it's about a
it-
guy.
It used to be
who kills
puppets, but then
kids.
they made it robotics, and and they ate it. And William Afton put all the purple guy, and Matt Pat said it's a theory.
I got
They're
nothing.
just
man.
rambling.
Dude, Matt Pat sold the channel.
Just
He's still.
rambling.
He done sold the channel a while ago.
No, I know, but he's about. I think he's filling his last year of the contract, and he's not gonna be the film theory guy anymore. He's not gonna be the game theory, film theory guy.
He's
No,
not
he
already.
made a video
He already
about it.
left.
Wait, there's another guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, on
I
all
saw
of
that
them.
video,
Yeah,
but I kept seeing.
he only made a couple more, and then he was out.
He said, "I'm done."
Oh, I thought he was doing it for the rest of the year or something.
No, he's still right. He still owns the company, and he's still like writing and producing. He's just not the cameraman. He's family man.
Well, he was never the cameraman. He was on camera.
Yeah, that's what I. Yeah.
That's interesting, huh?
You know what he meant.
Fuck you. But I don't know. I do think that it would be interesting if puppeteering of some sort made a bit of a comeback where it got like a passion project of someone.
Don't hug me, I'm scared.
Don't hug me, I'm scared. Is not actual puppetry.
Yes, it is.
No, that's like fucking Sesame Street. That's big costumes. What the fuck are you talking about?
And they got the bread guy's a costume. The other two are puppets with strings.
What?
Yeah.
I'm looking it up.
The rest of the show is just the red guy's the guy in a costume.
What?
The whole show is puppets.
You know what? Now that I think about that, that makes so much sense. The yellow guy's obviously a fucking puppet.
Yeah, it's all felted stuff too.
Uses puppetry, live action, and other animation
Yeah,
styles,
it was a
including
really-
claymation, stop motion, traditional animation, flash animation, and computer animation.
Yeah, they just pushing the envelope on that one. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
no.
Hey, can you pull up OBS real quick? I want to see how the camera looks. Oh, we're losing light.
We do be losing light.
God damn.
The
We
light
went
is
late
disappearing.
today. What?
Nah, I'm reaching for it. It's going away.
Fuck.
Yeah, I don't know if puppetry needs to come back. I think it's here just enough. Puppets are gross. They're weird.
What do you mean puppets are gross and weird?
Puppets are gross and
What
weird.
about like the Netflix special, like the Murder Time Mystery or whatever the hell?
Nah.
With
Well,
all the
what I was gonna
puppets
say,
and
do you guys
stuff,
remember
man.
the
Or
Dark
Melissa
Crystal?
McCarthy.
Wait.
That was pretty funny.
Except for Animal. Animal's pretty sick. From the Muppets, the drummer.
Do you guys
one
remember
Muppet is
Dark
cool.
Crystal?
I think your
the Jim
opinion
Henson Passion
is
Project?
invalid. Yeah, I've seen the Dark Crystal plenty of times, but Caden's opinion on puppets is invalid. He doesn't get to have one
No,
anymore.
puppets are creepy, man. I think that's. I don't
No,
think I'm
it's
alone
like
in that.
saying my favorite shark is a great white shark or some shit, bro. You can't just animal gets
wait,
a pass.
what if my
Your opinion is
what's your
garbage.
favorite shark then, Mister? I'm not like other girls.
Thresher sharks.
Wait, have you seen hammerheads though?
Motherfucker.
With their eyes, they can't
There's
see nothing.
like several different species. There's one that has literally like a triangle shaped head almost, and then there's one that has fucking a dome that goes so far out it's like 2 feet out on each side.
Yeah, what's the one that can't see nothing and they're kind of like flopping around?
Like shark or
Yeah, where they got the eyes on the left and the right and they can't see what's in front of them.
I mean, most sharks have their eyes on the side of their face, but I think they can see all around them.
No, the hammerheads can't though. They can't see in front of them. They're like they be bumping into shit. I thought. Am I
Yeah,
crazy?
because they use they use electromagnetic signals. That's why they have those giant fucking faces, because there's a bunch of nerve sensors in there that pick up, maybe not electromagnetic, I'm just using stupid words, but they pick up some sort of electric signal, and that's how they like hunt shit and feel
Yeah.
their way around.
I
That's
think they
sick
have
as fuck.
sonar.
That's so cool. No, I don't think it's sonar. That's the beluga whales.
Yeah, I don't think it's sonar either. It's different. It's
Well,
separate
fucking
but
my
similar.
apologies
It's
for
separate but
speaking.
similar.
But it's something
Let
sick as
me-
fuck. And I like them. They're cool. And they got their eyes on the side and they look all goofy.
I feel like this can naturally go into to what we have on the board, which is speculative evolution. We up in
They use
our house.
electroreceptors called ampullae or Lorenzae to detect weak electrical fields, such as those produced by prey.
It is electrical fields. Weird.
Yep.
Interesting. Up in our house, we have a couple different posters of a book called All Tomorrows, where essentially it's about speculative evolution, and the idea is like if humans continued on and met aliens, or possibly never met aliens and just continued evolving for millions and millions of years, what would the ecosystems look like of these different niche cultures to the point where like humans turn into entirely different species. So in like Man After Man, you'll see something where it's a yeti essentially, but it has a pouch for like carrying humans in it. Like humans develop a pouch and we look like Logan, do you know what I talk about?
No, I'm gonna be honest. I was just looking into it. Hammerhead sharks actually have amazing eyesight.
Really?
They have 360-degree vision. They can see all around them, just
Wait, I
like I
didn't know
was
they could see
saying.
in front of them.
Yeah, their eyes are on the side of their head. It's like
They have
Like-
360.
They're like,
Like
flies.
cows.
They got fly
like
eyes.
cows or goats. No, they don't have fly eyes. Flies have very complex eyes. They got shark eyes.
They got shark eyes. Yo.
Dude, I feel like that's some like Animal Man shit from Grant Morrison. Where sorry, I was thinking in my head seeing through a fly's perspective, but still having our cognizance and like our level of thinking.
That's a Jeff Goldblum movie.
No, that's The Fly.
I think that's
Yeah.
a Emily Dickinson poem.
Well,
or
I'm saying,
something like that.
seeing not like being a fly on the wall, but instead seeing like time that slow, moving that slow, and everything
As a shark?
being as a fly. Obviously, I'm talking about a fly.
Why would a fly? Why would a shark? Why would either of them have slower time?
What do you mean? Because it goes so fast, and that's why its eyes are so big. It perceives
No, I
time.
heard a fly buzz.
Logan, am I right or am I wrong? Flies perceive time slower.
I don't know about slower, but they have a
I mean,
much
this is
shorter
all-
lifespan than us.
This is all speculative
So-
too. I mean, we have no way of
They
knowing.
perceive time differently.
We-
No,
no way of-
let me explain.
but
Let me
no
explain.
way of knowing that. but-
Yes, no. The way you catch a fly is
Let's
not.
see what the science hippies say.
Wait, no, wait. No, hear me out. So when you try to slap at a fly, it can see it because it perceives fast motion very well. That's what its eyes are for. It moves fast. But we are
And
so
light.
big compared to a fly that if you slowly move towards it, it is just like a mountain staying there. So you could pick up the fly and just kill it. I've done it multiple times. We had a friend that could just pick up flies.
I don't think it's. I don't know. I don't think it's for those reasons.
Well, it also could have something to do. It could just be with how light hits them. You know, like when a fly is sitting down and you go to like slap at it from above, it could just be the fact that the light, you know, it sees a shadow pass over it. It sees the change in light and it knows something is going over it. Like iguanas have a false third eye on the top of their head that when they're fucking chilling on a rock or whatever, and if a bird flies over them, they'll literally like see the sun get blocked out essentially, and they'll be like, ah, shit, something just flew over me.
Do you think
If that
that
makes sense.
is the pineal gland a real thing? Is the third eye in humans a real thing?
What?
The pineal gland. It's
I know we don't have a third eye.
it's where the chakras all align within the front of the frontal lobe. In yoga, it's believed that we essentially have 4 different stages of where like the chakra flows through us, and it all leads to what is
The
understand.
pineal gland is in most mammals.
Well, there you go.
Endocrine gland in the brain of most vertebrates.
What's it do?
Actually, so most things with a spine have. So worms, no chakras.
No.
No
dude.
chakras for the worms, bro.
No, they got
fucking
chakras. They're
not
just
achieving-
all out of line, man. The worms
all
gotta get their
fucked up,
chakras in
yeah.
line.
No nirvana for the earthworms, dude.
It's a sad life.
That is sad. Caden was telling me he cracked Nirvana, and all you have to do is just get a
Lobotomy.
yeah, just get a lobotomy and becoming just a
Gland produces melatonin, a serotonin-derived hormone, modulates sleep patterns following the diurnal cycles. The fuck is that? Oh, pattern that recurs every 24 hours as a result of
It's
one
the
full
sleep
rotation.
gland. Why would the sleep gland be our third eye?
what was I just saying?
The pineal gland.
I apologize. Yeah. The pineal gland.
I just got completely flashbanged. I have no idea what I was just saying.
They think it originated in the hagfish. Hagfish chakras are starting to
Dude,
get a
those
little
are
more aligned. Once
perfect.
we
They got
get
good
that.
chakras, yeah.
Good
Everyone should,
chakras in the hagfish.
everyone at home, you should try to be more like the hagfish.
Yeah, get slimy when things attack you.
Just you get slimy, folks.
Oh, sorry. I got mentally flashbanged and I'm just like reassessing. I disassociated for a second.
About what?
I don't even know, man. We can move on. What were you talking about? Getting slimy?
How does the pineal gland gonna be your third eye?
Well, I don't know.
Yeah. How's it help your chakras and shit?
Yeah.
Oh, the
It's
ancient Greeks knew about the pineal gland.
Oh, that's fucked up. How'd they know about that shit?
because
Believed it to be a valve, a guardian for the flow of pneumia, an ancient Greek word for breath, and a religious context for spirit or soul.
yeah, so the same as the chi, the
Where
chakra
is
that
it?
passes
Is
through
it
you,
in your
or
forehead?
in like pagan beliefs, like specifically more like Nordic, that'd be ode. In Eastern beliefs, that would be chi. Yeah,
Is it in your forehead or like
in your forehead? It would probably be right there. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I think it's kind of interesting because essentially I don't
Go ahead,
remember.
sorry.
I some Indian practice. I don't remember if it was Hinduism or if it was Buddhism. I don't wanna say the wrong thing, but there's apparently something called sexual charging, where they believe that our nut has like spiritual force inside of it. It has chi, and that through having the correct sex, we can channel all of our sexual kundalini. And there's a snake that passes. It starts in our dick or pussy, and it passes up through each different chakra, folding like a snake, creating the helix code of like DNA, and that's supposed to create like achieve nirvana through the sexual like durga.
So vulgar.
All right.
There
you go.
Yeah, you can. So I think I think
so you
essentially
think,
it was kind of like
what do you think the
gooning.
pineal
It's
gland-
proto gooning.
Yeah, no, if you need something
You
to
think the
spice it up,
hagfish
keep
was
that
the
in
first
mind.
thing to learn how to nut? I don't think so.
No, well, that's not what I was saying. I was instead
No,
like,
I know.
You know, if you need something to spice it up, yeah, keep that in mind. There
yeah,
go.
you can supercharge your nut.
Galen or Gallon, however it would be pronounced here, is Aelius Gallenus or Claudius Gallenus, whatever, was a Roman and Greek physician, surgeon, and philosopher considered to be one of the most accomplished of all medical researchers. In the 2nd century CE, could not find any functional role and regarded the gland as a structural support for the brain tissue.
Wait, they were
Meaning-
that smart back then? I was gonna joke about like some alt bullshit, but
Oh yeah, they're probably doing some fucked up shit. Yeah.
how the hell did they know?
Nobody, Neolithic humans were just as smart as we are now. It was just a matter of figuring out what things had to get stuck together to make.
Yeah, but
what
I
we
didn't
wanted
think
to
the
make.
Romans knew which parts were in the brain.
They were dissecting, man. There.
And God.
Yeah, no, that's I find that just so interesting. The idea that like, I don't know, there were like the Joe Rogans, the like, hear me out, bro, it's still existing in ancient times.
Yeah. Have you seen the depiction of like Rome or whatever? They got the soapbox and the microphone, and they're like, "Hear me, hear me."
It just makes me think of the guy at
You got
Pompeii
the-
that was masturbating.
What?
There's a guy at Pompeii they found where he got covered in volcanic ash. He was just masturbating.
That can't be real.
No, it's an actual thing.
No,
Everybody,
it's real.
That's
Is real.
real. That's crazy.
Yeah, everybody else is
They're
freaking out.
not certain. I don't think it's like a fact that he was getting his rocks off.
He was grabbing
it
his
certainly
cock.
looked suggestive. It
Well,
looked suggestive that he
let's
might
be
have
honest.
been, but you know.
He probably knew he was about to die in a couple of seconds, so you know.
Hey,
Right?
What else?
Fuck
What else you gotta
yeah.
do?
you could walk the stairway to heaven or take the highway to hell.
He knew which way he was. He knew what path he was choosing from the start. Yeah.
He went down in a righteous burning glory. Honestly, I wish that if I knew that I was gonna die, like if there was the meteor was gonna hit, that I would have the balls to go do something like that.
To drop your pants and
Just
start
fucking
cranking one
stroking
out.
it. Yeah.
Oh my god, no, I'm thankful I'm not. don't think.
Part of me does wish I have that level of commitment.
That's not commitment. That's degenerosity. It's-
What are you doing, Logan? You're just staring at your screen.
Trying to figure out how
shaking.
flies perceive time.
Yeah, I didn't think there was any concrete evidence on that. I don't know how we would test that one.
I disagree.
All right, keep doing that. So
There's lots of science hippies, Caden, and I don't think you understand what science hippies spend their time doing.
science hippies do love wasting money on pointless bullshit. You're so right.
I don't know. Like you could watch. There's a lot of fucking YouTube videos out there that talk about like scientific studies that are going on and shit. And I mean, currently the one I'm reading right now is Perception of Daily Time Insights from the Fruit Flies
Oh my god, there's a fucking article on it. That's crazy.
Go fuck yourself.
in Google Scholar. It's in the freaking MDPI annual report.
No, I mean they got a budget to waste each year, and they got to find something to put it towards.
Well, and sometimes it's important. Like, we know how butterfly wings conduct.
Yeah, wait.
Thrust.
Fuck fruit flies. Look up if hummingbirds experience slower time. They be going fast as shit.
This makes me think of the
Well,
Rick and
it's
Morty
like-
bit of how there's a cum doctor out there. There's a guy that
That's-
specializes in cum, and he does not get a lot of calls.
Is that a fertility doctor? I mean, that's kind of that exists.
So vulgar. Could
Yeah,
just
there's
call him a
there's
fertility
medical
doctor.
terms for these.
For everything.
Cum doctor.
Come, doctor. God damn it.
Well, pharmacists are legal drug dealers, though.
Pharmacists are legal drug dealers.
Yeah, and drug dealers are street pharmacists.
Dude,
Yeah, that's what drug dealers got to stick
So-
on by. I'm a street pharmacist.
I've seen like in movies and stuff like where somebody's parent is a pharmacist, so they have a doctor's script pad, so you could just write a prescription. Does it actually just work like that? Like if you have a script pad, can you just write
Yeah.
1 month prescription of Xanax?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I have no fucking idea. I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know no pharmacists, but I'm gonna say yeah, and that's how you get free drugs. You should go try that out. Get a pad, write it down. Write 1 Xanax, please, and turn it in.
I'm just thinking about science.
We've
now.
just got a bunch of prescriptions today. You go to the doctor, you get something done, they give you a prescription for it, and they write it down. It's either recurring or one time. You go to the pharmacist, they fill your prescription.
Yeah, but
Takes
in that
like an hour
process, you can
sometimes.
erase what they wrote and put 1 Xanax, please.
Well, no, this just makes me think that like
Probably not.
of science hippies. Sorry, I'm still at science hippies. I know I brought up something else, but it just makes me think that there's some person out there that's like, what do dogs do when we're not home? And then there's actually some guy out there that's like, we gotta find out. We gotta do it.
That's the MIT project, yeah.
And there's actually a study of what do dogs do when we're
The
at
other
home.
end of the leash, why we do what we do around dogs, understanding dogs.
Yeah, there's probably been millions of dollars wasted on that.
Yeah.
But we still haven't cured AIDS. I don't know what
Well, what do dogs do? Think about it.
What do you? I mean, what do you mean?
Yeah, what do dogs do when we're not around?
Yeah.
Well, you don't need a scientific article for that. You could just fucking get a dog and set up a camera and leave. Or watch a YouTube video. You can pull up a YouTube video of what dogs do when you leave.
No,
They
but
fucking
And then we
dig in
can
your trash.
No,
and
but
they
hold
shit
on.
apply
and
the
they
scientific
taste and they
method.
No,
eat
but
and they
hold up.
to
eat.
this empirical
Yeah, no,
data.
hold up. It's only a couple million to do the scientific test, though. So, I mean, why not just do the
That's
test,
not
right?
necessary. That's not always.
It's
that
not
much
a
money.
couple million. I just said all you need is a dog and a camera.
Yeah, no, but I mean, to do it the scientific way through the college and whatever, it's only like a couple million, so it's...
So where do you guys
I don't
think?
think you know what you're talking about.
That's cheap. It's cheap. It's
So-
doable.
I was looking into the origins of stand-up comedy and where comedy originates from, and like obviously it dates back to like the Greek tragedies.
Since people, probably.
But the act of gathering around to watch one person do a one-man show where he's just trying to make you laugh apparently has a deep connection to Jewish and Romani culture, where that was apparently a thing.
I mean, can't you connect it to just storytelling too and making
kind
jokes
of? That's
and
what I was
that?
about to
Yeah.
say. Instead, it connects very deeply to pub culture of Eastern Europe, is
Oh, yeah,
apparently
I'm
where
sure
a lot of
too,
it
yeah.
started. And then Ireland is apparently also, for some reason, deeply connected to like the history of stand-up. So like, I could also be completely talking out of my fucking ass. I saw one article and I just ran with it. But I find that kind of interesting. The idea of like pub culture is kind of where the
When I get drunk, I tell jokes. Checks out.
it's just instead that
Checks
the
out.
pub is where the culture is kind of what I'm saying.
That's where
Like-
the people are.
I mean, just communal gathering areas for
Yeah.
eating and drinking.
Yeah.
I mean, even in
I'm
animals.
bad at
even in
that. I'm
animals,
bad
that's
at
the thing.
community. Look, you've been making fun of me and Kaden for that. We suck at attempting to outreach and participate in community. We just want to stay
bad at
inside
it.
and play.
Don't
games.
talk for me. I'm not
I,
bad
uh,
at community.
You don't. You do
We went
this.
to
We
the
hang
farmer's
out every
market
day.
last
I'm with
We
you.
just went frisbee golfing the other day. It
With
was
who?
Seth and his friends. What are you talking about?
You do things.
I do things. Yeah.
You since when?
Like a while. Yeah.
What was the last thing you did before frisbee golfing?
No, I went,
So I do so
hanging out
much
with-
stuff all the time.
Hanging out
With
with
all
other
my
film
minutes
people.
of the day, I spend doing activities.
I'm making another
I'm
movie
interesting.
every Thursday. I don't know what I'm talking about.
But you get that's not community.
That's community.
That's
for the,
that's a hobby.
it's
No,
for the
no,
college. That's a community.
But what we were just talking about is where culture develops, and obviously arts are part of that. But
And
instead,
schools.
I'm talking. Okay, all right, maybe I'm being an asshole and a semantical bitch, but I was trying to talk about how me and you don't be going to bars or parties anymore. I don't like parties.
We don't
Don't be
have to go to
talking for me.
parties or even bars
Yeah, there's-
necessarily. Well,
there's a
okay,
bunch of other
personally, I'm
community
going
things
to a
you can do too, though.
psychedelic porn trumpets concert next Sunday.
Yeah,
That's
music's
gonna be
a good one.
badass.
There's a whole bunch
Yeah.
of art stuff going on. I mean, there's the festivals and whatever. There's the food truck rallies that be happening weekly.
What if
I want to.
I'm
Are
scared.
you? I mean,
don't
where you
know.
guys are at, there's plenty of nature parks.
There's a bunch of
Plenty of
nature
nature
stuff.
parks.
But
Plenty of
guys,
nature parks.
I find these things either socially laboring or boring.
Boring. Why?
I love doing them with girls, not with
You like doing
Get a
them
little
with
more
girls?
curious. Get a little bit more curious.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. That's why I'm saying I am the
I
problem.
was gonna say when you're there,
But I
try
don't
to.
think you're Mr. Community guy.
I'm
either.
definitely
You're
not. I'm not
You're not
perfect
out
at
in the town square. People don't know who you are. Fuck you.
I never claimed. Yeah. No.
You said don't speak for you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna speak.
It's all
for
about
you.
who you know. You know.
I know nobody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you should. Just know people, yeah.
I guess I
You
just
know a couple people. Yeah.
I sit here and I read my old white men books, and then I listen to my music and play my dumb video games.
And that's why I make fun of you.
Yeah. How often do you guys talk to those neighbors across the way that?
They're scared
Or-
of me.
Yeah, they're definitely scared
They're
of him. He
scared.
yells a lot.
The ones that we gave banana bread to?
Oh, they moved.
Yeah, they moved.
Oh, they're gone. They're gone.
No,
But
we
your
were
neighbors
friends
in
with
general
them.
are just
The
afraid
ones
of you.
above
That's-
us,
that's
we're
not
scared
good.
of. We're all scared of each other, Logan.
But I don't know, it is hard, especially with nowadays too. I feel like more and more community things are dying out. It is kind of tragic.
Well,
So
especially when you think about how COVID just happened too,
I mean,
it
it's
was
been.
all really
I'm gonna
hard to do
shout
a
out-
lot of community
we're all
things.
interrupted.
Like personally, COVID happened. I went to school and I would walk past people in the hallway, that I used to talk to all the time or had gone to school with since kindergarten or grade 1, and fucking. We just did like walked past each other like we didn't know each other anymore because we spent the last 2 years fucking. I mean, where we fucking came from, it wasn't that bad, but I
But yeah.
imagine for people in actual cities who had to quarantine and fucking.
I
like-
feel like it.
there was an
hasn't-
alienation that developed.
and it
Yeah,
hasn't
some
bounced.
social fucking. It fucked up everybody a little bit.
And it hasn't bounced back yet. And it's kind of. I don't know. It's weird.
So
I feel like it was
I'm gonna
supposed to
shout
by
out
now.
a video
it depends
here.
on who you ask. Have you played pickleball?
I don't play pickleball. You know?
Neither do I. Neither do I. But everybody fucking talks about it.
Maybe,
There's,
maybe that's where the
over here on the
community
West
is.
Coast.
Yeah.
There's
Shit.
a video essay by Elliot Sang called "The Lack of Third Places in Our Generation," and it's essentially just talks about how in the 90s apparently loitering was encouraged in things like coffee shops and diners.
Yeah.
So we see that commonly in sitcoms. Like Friends, they have a coffee shop they go to. In How I Met Your Mother, they have a bar they hang out with. In Boy Meets World, they hang out at either the student dorms or one of the coffee shops. And nowadays, a large amount of our generation feels like going to the library or a coffee shop is something we're not supposed to do unless we're spending money.
It's we're a nuisance there.
Yeah.
Personally, when I go to the gym, I go to the sauna, and I
A
feel
lot
like
of
there's a lot
people
of
have talked
stigma
about how
against going to the sauna.
the gym is one of their only safe places they have that isn't home or work, which is
I
cool.
would consider a
But
workout
that's
a
sad.
form of
Like
therapy.
for real, that is
Yeah,
pretty
no.
sad. And I kind
would
of
consider
relate.
working
I don't
out a
know a
form of
place we could
therapy,
just
but I
go
wouldn't say
hang out.
Yeah.
The
I mean,
gym is my
bars.
safe place. I don't feel threatened at the gym, though, I guess. I mean, I went to the gym yesterday from, I think Caden called me at 1:30. I was sitting in my car and I got out, and I was at the gym till 4 o'clock. So it was about 2.5 hours. It was a good workout.
Dude, no,
I hit
I'm
all of
so
my
bad
upper
at
muscles,
working out. I work
sat
out
in the
for like
sauna.
35
stretch.
minutes.
What? That's not even a workout.
No, I go there.
Well, you know what? Whatever works for you, man.
I drive there for 10 minutes. I put everything away, and then I actually work, like, not counting stretches. I only work out for like 35 minutes.
Oh,
I don't
okay,
count
yeah,
everything
yeah.
else. But Logan actually works out for like an hour and a half,
Oh, yeah.
maybe 2 hours.
Well, I thought you were saying you were
But you
like
gotta
there for
pace
30
yourself,
minutes,
because yeah, I'm working out for an hour and a half, 2 hours, but
Oh, I'm
hitting
taking
a
plenty of
frickin-
breaks. I'm going on my phone. Don't budge.
I'm just saying he's built.
Well, that's
he's,
what I.
you'll build
I'm
up to it. Yeah.
freaking hitting really heavy bench presses till failure, and then I'm sitting there waiting for 4 or 5 minutes till my muscles aren't at failure anymore, and then I try to hit another 10 or some shit, or at least till failure again.
What? Jackie Chan's on the board.
Oh, I love that guy.
So I've only watched one episode of his show.
The cartoon?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that. I have many things to talk about Jackie Chan. That show is great.
The same way we talked about Buster Keaton, Jackie Chan
He's
is
in the same
equally
level.
badass.
Yeah, oh my God. Breaking all of his bones too to do all his stunts. Honestly, the king of comedy back in the 90s. Like, he's
So,
the best
do you know
action comedy.
Jackie Chan was the king of comedy in the 90s.
Yeah, for 80s and 90s for action comedy, it doesn't get better than Jackie
Well,
Chan.
okay,
Let's-
wait.
with a good slapstick.
So the
Ooh.
early
it's so
Jackie
good.
Chan, what we're talking about is
What about
like
Bill Murray?
Well, that's not action comedy. You know,
Jim
have you seen
Carrey?
the
He's in a
Jim
couple
Carrey?
action-
Jim Carrey? Yeah.
Sorry. Wait.
Ghostbusters?
Okay. Wait. For
Have you-
context, what was the movie where he was in the mall and he goes down the middle terrace and slides down the pole?
A Police Story?
Police Story. So in Police Story 1, like that's one of his most well-known stunts.
It's
What
so good, yeah.
what happens is he is attempting to chase a perp, but then the perp ends up finding out he's a cop. There's a big fun elaborate chase, and he's on the third story of the
Like
mall.
fifth.
Like fifth story of the mall, and he jumps onto a center stairway
light-
beam.
it's just a light
like a light
yeah.
fixture that's right next to multiple stories, and it's covered in like Christmas lights and just metal. And he slides down it, and you watch each single light fixture like explode and break.
And then he busts through a glass thing onto the hard cement.
And gets up, continues sprinting, nails the shot. Well, it turns out apparently he got a 3rd-degree burn on both hands, broke 3 ribs, and fractured his fucking ankle. Like, fucking.
It was gnarly, yeah.
Yeah, just the gnarliest injuries.
Not
you
even
can get
him though.
in
All
one
the
take.
extras in that movie too. Some people probably died making that movie. Dude.
That's where the car goes down the
they
village on the
just
hill.
throw people around in that movie like they don't feel pain. It is gnarly. It's unbelievable.
It goes back to what we were talking about earlier. The practical effects look so.
Yeah,
Much
it looks
better.
good. I don't know if it's worth the blood that it causes though. I'll be honest, because that
That's
one
so fair.
that was a nasty one. The movie's good though. It's good, funny, good action all around.
Police Story.
Police Story, I believe. Yeah, Police something. It's not
Uh,
Police Academy. That's a different movie.
That's with Meatloaf, right?
Yeah.
No, not Meatloaf. What's it? Hey, you guys!
Oh,
That guy.
I don't know,
You
but
know who
it was
the-
an iconic whatever old cast.
What's it? No, he would just go up on stage.
With
I'm
the
not
sound
gonna-
effects?
He was a very big comedian, but I'm not gonna go into that. Anyways, what else do you? The first thing I think I saw Jackie Chan in was probably Karate Kid. If I'm being
Yeah.
honest.
That's fair. I forget he's in that. That's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought Mr. Miyagi was Jackie
He's
Chan.
in Karate Kid.
He's in the remake with Jaden Smith.
I was about to say, oh, okay. I thought I was about to be like, that is not Jackie Chan, my brother. I thought, yeah, I was thinking about Again.
No, I didn't do that.
Recant the statement. But also, I would argue Eddie Murphy was a pretty big 80s and 90s action comedy star.
Oh yeah, no, I wouldn't.
Eddie Murphy or goddamn, I can feel how much you're shaking. I'd feel Jim Carrey.
Right?
Also.
You can only see my head.
That's
No
an
shit.
action comic though.
No comedy.
Oh yeah. Oh no.
But action comedy. That's why I said Eddie Murphy.
Don't get me.
The
Rod-
Mask.
Don't get me
Dangerfield.
started on
Mask?
The Mask. Dumb and Dumber.
No, I'm saying The Mask is an action comedy.
Yeah, you got me with that one. That was a good one. Did he do his
Men
own,
in Black.
Did Jim Carrey do his own stunt? Are you talking Will Smith now? Or?
Will Smith.
That's not an 80s and 90s, though.
He's late
That's
90s,
early
early
2000s.
2000s.
Well, wait. If we're talking Fresh Prince though, that shit pretty good. I like. That's a fun one.
I didn't mind the Fresh Prince reboot.
I also didn't mind. That has another season too. doesn't
Yeah,
it?
we
I
have not
watched it.
finished watching season 2.
But yeah, I remember,
have you watched? Did you have a lot of nostalgia watching Fresh Prince growing up, Logan?
No, I watched George Lopez. Nick at Night. That was my Nick at Night show. Or Full
That's so
House.
fair.
I watched a lot of Full House as
I
a
haven't
kid.
seen a lot of George Lopez, but are those in the same caliber? I don't know. If
No, not at all.
Who let Bob Saget around all those children?
It's a-
Dude, R.I.P. For some reason, I have such a deep love for Bob Saget, and also him as like a stand-up.
He's just kind of, if I think,
His
don't
1
quote me
hour
on this,
set
I
that's
think
just
he's
free
an
on
actual
YouTube.
self-made man.
One of my favorites. It's
I haven't seen a lot of Bob Saget. Yeah.
I love the dirty comic that has a clean career, like Ray Romano.
Yeah,
as
you
well.
like
Is he a
you look
dirty
at him in
comic?
Full House.
What?
Huh?
Is Ray Romano a dirty comic?
Ray Romano is also a dirty comic.
I
yeah.
haven't seen a stand-up, but I love Ray Romano.
But he does. His sitcom isn't that dirty.
No, it's not at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, freaking Bob Saget was literally 3 girls' dad in a fucking family TV sitcom.
Yeah.
And then there's videos of him on stage making jokes about marrying a 7-year-old and shit.
About marrying one of the Olsen twins.
Not the Olsen twins. No.
He'll joke. He
Just
will
the
joke.
7
He will tell jokes about Full House that way. He'll
Oh yeah, so never mind then. So yeah,
He'll go
He
there.
should not be near children. He shouldn't be near kids.
He's a father.
huh?
This makes now we're just gonna talk about Paul Presenza's Green Room. I hate, but
I don't
What?
know what that
Who?
is.
the Green Room, Paul Provenza, big stand
know
up
it.
in the 90s.
Nope.
Anyway, sorry. The Green Room was a show on HBO. It was before podcasts were a thing, but it was essentially just where Paul Provenza would have up to 5 comedians that would sit down. It was actually early 2000s, not late 90s.
Hey, who the fuck is Paul Provenza? Actually, I have no idea who that guy is.
He worked at, I believe, the L.A. Comedy Store. Was just one of the guys that worked there. I don't think he was a cellar guy. I'm pretty sure he's a West Coast comic. But anyways, he had on the episode with Patrice O'Neill and Bob Saget. What essentially Patrice is what were you gonna say?
I think I might maybe I'm not quite sure. Did I press this? Is this supposed to be white?
I don't know.
Yeah,
It looks like we're coming through.
yeah,
It's fine.
we're good.
Cool. Okay. Sorry, I was trying to click OBS and I think I might have
Oh
accidentally.
no, you're good. Yeah.
Just wanted to make sure.
Anyways, Bob Saget is talking to Patrice O'Neill and giving him advice about stand-up. And he essentially talks about how having children is an easy 20-minute set and guaranteed material. And then Paul Provenza says a tight 20, implying... Sorry, I'm just explaining a joke now. Go watch Green Room. It's a good fucking show.
There you go.
What's
There
our
you go,
time at,
because-
Aaron?
There you go.
Problem with OBS is I don't know. Oh, there we go. 40 minutes.
Oh shit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we can wrap up pretty soon. Teen Titans. Wait, which Teen Titans is on the board? Are you guys talking about the new one or the old one?
Oh well,
We can talk
I
about
know you
either,
wanted to
but
talk
I-
about the old one, but I actually wanted to defend the new one just a little. 'Cause
I don't think the new ones. I'm not on the hate train.
Yeah,
I don't
it
hate
gets
it.
Can
so
I give
much
an
hate.
unpopular take?
Hang on. It gets
I
so
think
much
the
hate.
show is self-admittedly lowbrow. It's
I was-
not supposed to be as dramatic and
All-
romancy and cool.
all-
The action sequences and shit. It's just not the original Teen Titans.
You
and
know,
it
all I
admits
want to
that.
say is it's not a good Teen Titans show, but it is a good comedy. That's yeah.
Can I have
And
an
they use all the
unpopular
same
take
people's
real quick?
voices. They use
I
all the
think
same
both Teen
voices.
Titans shows fucking suck.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely a bad
That's
take.
just wrong.
You didn't
So-
even watch them. No. It just shows that you're just saying that. Like you obviously didn't even watch.
what I was gonna say. What I was
You're
gonna say.
just saying it to have a controversial opinion.
Yeah.
No, one. So
'Cause
one,
if you
they
watched
can't
the
say
original
Death.
Teen Titans,
No,
that
let me
wouldn't be your
explain.
opinion.
Judas Contract was not capable of being adapted well. That's when Tara comes and because she's Slade's kid.
Mhm.
In the actual comics, it's Deathstroke. It's not fucking Slade. But because it's a kid show, they can't say the word death, and they can't do a large
They
amount.
did Tara's arc
That's
so
your
good in the
fucking gripe
cartoon.
that they
Yes.
changed the name of a character, and it's an equally as cool
No,
name
but
for
I'm
the
saying
same
instead-
character.
Yeah, I was gonna say
can't
they
You
did
know it's
Slade
the
so
exact
cool. I
same
fucking love Slade.
character.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
I don't know. I was.
But you're telling me that you knew it was the same fucking character, though.
Yes, what I'm saying is I've never been a fan of Teen Titans, but I
Invalid opinion.
am a fan of the Judas Contract run. I've actually read
Dude,
it.
they did Tara so good in the show too. What are you talking
and
about?
I would say it's
Dude,
an
the
okay
romance
adaptation.
is killer. It's killer.
They did her better than anyone else in the show, like by far. It's definite justice.
Look,
You don't
man,
watch good Caden has good cartoon takes. Yeah,
What-
Carlos, you have
what-
bad cartoon takes,
Here,
man.
here's my opinion. I think they just literally. What I was gonna say is when it comes to Teen Titans, it's a good anime.
The animation style's awesome. The fucking fight sequences are badass.
There's
the
just enough
drama is
comedy.
there.
No, it's a good
There's
anime.
a story.
It's not
funny. There are
a
good.
good-
It's not an anime.
It's not a good adaptation of the DC universe, is what I am trying to say.
Get off your snarky high horse.
I would say it's a snarky high horse because I would say a overwhelming majority of fans enjoy the Teen Titans show.
Yes, but it has the same. Here's why the DC and the animated Batman series, the animated Superman series, that will always be the best animated superhero thing in general because all of those shows implied that there were other superheroes in the background. But Teen Titans couldn't say that Garfield came from. I said Garfield, but I'm a nerd.
I honestly think it's on purpose, and I think it's kind of fucking.
I don't think
funny.
they needed to. Neither.
I'm
yeah.
saying
I done
the
seen that
idea
whole show. I
how they
got-
never bring up Doom Patrol, but they can bring up Doom Patrol in the new Teen Titans Go. Stuff
hey,
like that.
I watched
just-
that whole show and I never once thought, hey, why isn't Batman here? No, Robin was just fine. They did Robin perfect.
And
Well,
that's
they
what.
need
Wait.
Batman, yeah,
Okay,
it's
that's where I
Cyborg.
will get. I'll agree. That's kind of cool. But if they just at one passing to the rest of the universe existing would make it feel. I don't know. When I was a kid, it never made sense to me because in my head there would
Oh
be.
yeah, we all have to have fucking connected multiverses now.
No,
Nothing can just
it's
be
not that.
a
It's
damn
that
show
it
by
felt like the
itself.
Teen Titans were protecting the entire Earth. It felt like they were the only superheroes.
Yeah, they are. It's their job.
But they are the
teenagers.
sidekicks.
No, there was Teen Titans
the
A
first
and Teen Titans
episode-
B. They had two Teen Titans, one on two different sides of the world.
But their villains were like Jinx and fucking
Yeah.
Red X.
Yeah.
It's
and Slade
And
Cinderblock
I just think
and the Hive.
I'm more of a Young Justice guy.
All right, thanks so much, guys. It's been a good one. We're sorry.
Sorry.